Right, welcome. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to change your entire fucking life in 1 year. That is not an understatement because I am gonna be using myself as an example to show you exactly how to fucking do that, okay? If you're wondering why I don't have a Red Bull or a coffee, I've already had about 10 today. It's 10 p.m. and I wanna go to fucking sleep tonight. Right, no bullshit. I have a presentation to go along with this, and I'm telling you now. Actually, I'm not even gonna fucking tell you, I'm just gonna show you, okay? Pay the fuck attention, right? How to completely change your life in 1 year. No bullshit. Right, how the fuck does this work? There we go. Now, I am bringing this video to you for one reason, and the reason for that is because the monumental ascent I've had, just in life in general, in the span of a year has been what some would say almost fucking alien. Now, if you pay attention to the screen, this all started in February of 2023. So now we're May 2024, but in February 2023, I decided I had to fucking change my life, right? Now, I know that's quite a nuanced term, change your life. What the fuck does that mean? I'm just gonna go through it, basic. More money, better lifestyle, be able to do what the fuck you want all the time, tell everyone you don't like to get fucked, basic stuff. Okay, basic stuff you can measure, basic stuff you can say to people and say, yeah, fucking hell, this life has fucking changed, okay? I'm gonna show you how to change my entire fucking life, okay? And it all started in February of 2023. Now, I've made a fuckload of videos talking about how I signed my first client. You can go over that, I'm not gonna explain that here. But, to give you a brief story, some of you may have seen this picture on the left. Now, this picture on the left, to give some context, I was working a plastering job with my dad. So my dad's a part-time plasterer, part-time musician. At the time I had literally one client. One of my clients had just dropped me. You'll know which one. And I didn't have many clients, so I had to go into a plastering job. Now, this job opened my eyes to how fucking awful life could be. And more importantly, opened my eyes to how much I didn't want to live the life I was currently living. Now, a lot of you have probably lived through this. Fuck, man. A lot of you are probably fucking living through this, okay? You're living through a life you just dislike, okay? You have to wake up tomorrow and you don't want to. Not in a depressing way, but you have a shit job and a shit life. And that's what I was in this picture. So to give some context, I was on my way to a plastering job in Catford. I remember this fucking specifically, Catford, London, with my dad. And it was a fucking really high plastering job and it was shit and I was getting paid £60 a day and that picture was at 6 a.m. And I just had some mad skin infection. That's why I've got some red shit on my face. And I couldn't afford a fucking haircut, which is my hair was so long. And as you can see, there's a ladder going over my head because we couldn't afford a van. And so I just had to sort of like cripple into the front seat. And as the ladder went over us, it hit the windscreen. And every time we broke, we had to pray the fucking windscreen didn't break. Anyway, shit. Absolutely fucking awful, honestly. And as bad as it was in the time, I am very, very grateful for it because it opened my eyes and made me realize the fact that I am not gonna live this way and I need to fucking do something about it. Now, a year later, February 2024, as you can see, I'm balling out, my muscles and shit, fucking cigar lounge, fucking Knightsbridge, killing it, right? And this transformation has happened in the span of a year. So I'm not gonna say something that I don't fucking mean, and I'm especially not gonna say something that I can't fucking prove. Everything I've accomplished from that picture to that picture, henceforth more you're gonna see in this video, I have accomplished in a year to prove to you that you don't need a decade to change your shit. You don't need a decade to fucking get shit going, okay? Anything you want to do, you can achieve pretty relatively in a year, okay? So, to give you a quick story on myself, I was working a shit plastering job, I fucking hated life, I realized this was not the life for me, I did everything I fucking could, and in the span of a year, using the information and principles I'm about to tell you, completely changed my fucking life, okay? Now, the way I'm gonna get about this and the way I'm gonna teach you to change your entire life is gonna be via 4 principles, followed by tangible advice, but it's important you understand the 4 principles I'm about to tell you because I followed these to a fucking T, okay? And when I was going over this video and I was thinking, how can I attain my success? How can I really build it up and how can I explain it to people? It came down to these 4 principles, okay? And I wrote them down and I thought about it diligently and I thought, these are the reasons and these are the principles which allowed me to change my whole fucking life, okay? So each principle is extremely important. Do not skip a single one. If you even miss one of them, you are not gonna see the success I saw. I know you think you're clever, dickhead, with your laptop on your fucking stomach. You're not fucking clever, bro. You need to adhere to every single one, okay? I have used every single one, and because I used every single one, they're in sequential order. Because I used every single one, I was able to get to the place I am now, okay? And you can use each one too. And they're completely free, okay? I'm just giving them to you because I'm so fucking nice, all right? Look at them. Look at these guys. They're my 4 principles. Special forces, okay? Right. Step 1 and principle 1 to changing your entire fucking life in a year. You need, and this is going to piss a lot of people off, you need to develop an astronomical ego. And I don't want to understate this. When I say ego, you probably think, yeah, I think I'm better than other people. No, that isn't what I mean. When I say ego, I mean you genuinely need to look at yourself like the dog's bollocks. To put this in perspective, I'm a nice guy, right? But that doesn't adhere to the fact that I genuinely think that I could sell my piss on the gold market and my shit doesn't stink, okay? That's going to piss a lot of you off. But unfortunately, the harsh reality and the fact of the matter is that if you're going to get anything done in this world, and especially in the span of a year, you're going to have to think you're better than other people. I don't care how much hate you get for it. I don't care who tells you it's arrogant, who calls you a narcissist. I'm fucking telling you from someone that's changed their entire life. The way I was able to do it was by developing an ego so astronomical that people genuinely disliked me for it. Okay? And that isn't to be a dickhead, okay? You don't have to be a cunt. You can be a good person, but you need to intrinsically believe that you are better than other people. You need to walk through the world. You need to wake up in the morning and actually say to yourself in the mirror, I inhale crisper oxygen than other people and exhale cleaner carbon dioxide. That's how you have to think, okay? And that's what I thought. Now, was it true? Does it matter? I thought it and I believed it, okay? Society has bred this out of you, okay? I guarantee you don't like me because I've said that, and that's okay. People aren't going to like you. Fuck them. They can go be losers. Society has bred it out of you, and it's conditioned you to think that you can just be some second-class peasant citizen that just eats the shit sandwich every day. And I'm telling you now, if you want to fucking get something done in this life, you can't think that way. You need to believe you're better than other people. You need to look at the people around you. Go to work today. Go, I don't know, you got some shit job. You fucking hate it. Look at your boss, okay? Look at the people you sit next to. Look at the people on the tube, okay? You need to look around and look at them and genuinely say to yourself, I am better than these people. Even your boss who makes more money and tells you what to do. He isn't a better person than you, okay? You need to start thinking that way. You need to think, no, okay, they're all flesh, blood, and bone. I am as good as them, if not better. Fuck them. What are they good at? Okay, I guarantee I can be better than them. That's the way you need to think, okay? And it's important you get it back, because unless you're able to have that undying, unwavering arrogance about yourself, you're not going to believe you can achieve anything. And that's what you need to do. The first step to believing you can achieve anything, like I was able to do, is by telling myself, I am genuinely one of God's favorites, okay? It's the way it is, okay? It's going to piss you off, okay? I don't give a fuck. You genuinely need to walk through the world and say, I am better than other people. My shit doesn't stink, okay? If I piss in a cup and I stick it on the gold exchange, I will get money for it, okay? It's going to piss people off, okay? And in my opinion, that's a good fucking sign, all right? Some of you are going to resonate with this, and you think, you know what? Finally, someone's told me it's okay to be a braggadocious twat and actually believe in myself. Good, you're going to get shit done. Some of you are going to click off. That's fine. Go be a fucking loser. If you think being humble and tiptoey around life is going to get you anywhere, you are fucking mistaken, okay? I'm telling you from first-hand experience. I am as egotistical as they come, okay? And the reason for that is very simple. If you have an ego, it means you're proud. And if you're proud, it means you want to do good work. I'm in good shape. Why? Because I'm proud of my body. I want to show off to people, okay? How am I able to attain that? By working hard. It takes discipline and diligence. It takes repetition and motivation, okay? In order to do that, it requires a massive ego. Why do I make loads of money? Because I want to show to other people that I'm better than them and I can afford more shit and I make more money and I'm more capable than they are, which means I need to work hard. All of these things require you to be proud. And in order to be proud, you need to have a big ego. So if you're going to get shit done, in the general realm of things that we're talking about, making more money, getting in better shape, having hotter girls, being able to go where you want, having freedom, retiring your parents, you're going to have to be proud of what you do. And to be proud, you need a fucking huge ego. Fuck what anyone says to you. Oh, you're so egotistical. Fuck, bitch, shut up. You got blue hair, okay? Fuck them, okay? You need to believe you are better than other people. I don't say that satirically. Look at the people around you and say, I am actually a better person than you. On the scale of 1 to 8 billion, I'm higher than you. God chose me higher, okay? Super important. Don't tip around with this humble bullshit. It's not going to get you anywhere, okay? Principle 1, develop a fucking monumental ego, okay? Astronaut, bigger than you could possibly imagine, okay? It's never going to hurt you. Because people say, oh, it's bad that you think that way. How is it going to hurt that I'm proud of who I am and I work hard to prove it? In what universe is that going to make you a bad person? It's the fucking dickheads that say they have no ego, and because they have no ego, they have no discipline and no fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Responsibility to adhere to their fucking ego. They just think, yeah, well, it doesn't matter, you don't need to have a big ego, you can just sit around and be a fucking loser all the time and be out of shape and make no money and be a degenerate and wank all day. They're the people with no ego. People like me have a big ego. People that are telling you to not have an ego are the fucking scum of society. Okay? So develop a fucking ego. Principle 2, which helps with principle 1. The words you speak are extremely important. Now, I realized this properly about 8 months ago. Most of you are kicking yourself in the bollocks. And the reason you're kicking yourself in the bollocks is because of the words you speak. And more to the point of the words you don't speak. So, I'll give you an example. I was with a girl a couple of weeks ago, and we were just sitting there. And I was just drinking coffee, and I was like, fucking hell, this coffee's amazing. I make the best coffee. I'm fucking amazing at making coffee. Yeah, I know, right? For once, I made the coffee. She didn't make it. Anyway, she was like, you know what you do? I was like, what? She said, you always say you're amazing. And I said, yeah. And she said, why do you say that? I said, because I am. And she smiled and sort of shook it off. But it made me think, yeah, I will literally say, if you know me personally, I will say at least 20 to 30 times a day, for whatever fucking reason, I am amazing. I'll just say it out. I will literally say it out loud. No one will be around, or someone will be around. I don't give a fuck. I will say out loud, I am amazing. Okay? I can make a coffee and not spill it. I'm amazing. I can be fucking a girl, pitch black, put the condom on, first try. I'm amazing. She's like, what? Shut up. Okay, I'm amazing. Okay? You have to say to yourself, you have to convince yourself that you are this person. And the best way to do that is just by saying it. Okay? Because if you say it, eventually you'll believe it. And if you believe it, you'll be able to create it. Most of you, honestly, be honest with yourself. When was the last time you actually bigged yourself up? When you were proud of yourself and you said, you know what, I'm pretty fucking cool. I'm actually not bad. I'm pretty good. I'm fucking amazing. Probably never. And the reason for that, again, is because you were socially conditioned by some fucking fat preschool teacher to say, shouldn't have an ego. It's bollocks, okay? I want you, from now on, for the rest of your fucking life, especially for the next year, to just wake up in the morning and think, you know what, that was an amazing good sleep. I'm so fucking good at sleeping. Get out, have a coffee, make a coffee. I'm so good at making coffee. Walk. That dickhead can't walk properly. I'm amazing at walking. I don't care what it is. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you have to believe me. The words you say are going to hypnotize you into believing that you are this person, okay? Because the transverse is the complete opposite. It works the same way, okay? If you say, I'm sad and depressed every single day, lo and behold, you're going to feel sad and depressed, okay? Another way you can do this is if someone gives you a compliment, how do you respond? Be honest. How do you respond? Someone gives you a compliment. Hi, whatever the fuck your name is. You have really nice hair. Do you say one of three things? No, I don't, but thanks. Oh, thanks. Or do you increase the compliment? Okay, there's three ways you can answer a compliment. There's shrugging it off, basically deflecting it, saying yes, that's true, or inflating the compliment. So I'll give you an example. When someone says you're in good shape, like a girl comes to me and says, oh, well, you're really hot, you're in good shape. I'll say, bitch, you should see me without clothes. Like, I amplify the fucking compliment, okay? And that's how you gotta be. And I know you're thinking this is super egotistical and this guy's a dickhead. I don't care. I'm telling you from first-hand experience, if you want to become the person that can change their life in a fucking year and literally in every measurable metric explode out of like astronomical proportions and change their life like no one would believe, you need to start believing it. And the only way you can do that is by speaking it at every given opportunity. So, whenever you're given an opportunity to say you're amazing, or you're the boss, or you're the dog's bollocks, or you're just better than other people, just say it. Because you're going to convince yourself that you're it. And if you can convince yourself, you'll believe it. And if you believe it, you will try shit, and you will just put it off. Okay? I'm at the stage now. I can run a fucking marathon. I can go through a 12-round fight. I've never fought in my life. I guarantee if I wanted to fight, I could do it. Because I can just tell myself, look, I'm amazing, I'm fucking Tom Beanham, I can do anything, okay? I can speak for 2.5 hours on camera, I can fucking make loads of money, athlete, I'm amazing, there's no way I couldn't do that, okay? So you have to say to yourself, you are amazing and you can do shit, okay? Non-negotiable, okay? If you go for a piss and you don't get any on the seat, you're amazing, okay? Simple as that. Principle number 3, again, super important. By the way, write this shit down. Each one of these is super fucking important, okay? And sequentially, okay? Don't fuck around, don't skip any. Principle number 3, be completely unapologetic. Now, you may have realized this in myself. I don't give a fuck, okay? Now, that didn't come naturally to me, okay? Like you, I was quite timid in my approach to the world for a very long time. But one day I realized, you know what? I'm sick and tired of not saying what I want to say and being who I want to be. Because most of you, even though you won't admit it, deep down are trying to be someone else, okay? That's fine. That's pretty normal, okay? Trying to be someone you're not because you're afraid and more importantly, embarrassed on who you fucking are, that's normal. Bro, I was embarrassed of who I fucking was, okay? I was trying to be someone else every single day of the week, okay? That's normal. But if you're gonna change your entire life in the span of a year and achieve the things you want to achieve in that time frame, you're gonna have to be unapologetic. Now, this is what unapologetic looks like. In this world, you have to choose your battles, okay? Now, if you're gonna be unapologetic, it means you're gonna have to be true to yourself and your true desires and your true beliefs, okay? Which means one of two things. You're gonna pick internal battles or external battles. Let me give you an example for each. An internal battle is someone fat coming up to you and making fun of you for one of your life decisions. Oh, you drink too much, you shouldn't do that, it's really bad for you. Some fat prick, okay? And you have an internal battle. And the reason you have an internal battle is because instead of saying what you really think, you hold it in. And you say, oh, well, it's not that bad, really. Like, you know, blah, 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 blah. And you just sort of push it off, okay? You're having an internal battle. You're not saying what you really think. Because what you really think is, hang on a minute, you're 400 pounds and you can barely fucking get up in the morning and you have more rolls in the bakery. Shut the fuck up. You're a fat piece of shit. You don't know fucking anything. But you don't. You keep it in. And so you're having an internal battle. An external battle is when that fat lard-ass fuck comes up to you again and says, you shouldn't do that, it's unhealthy. You say, fuck off, you fat piece of shit. You don't know anything. Fuck you, I've got ripped abs. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And the reason it's an external battle is because you're going to have to deal with the reciprocations of externally viewing and externally orating what you actually think. Okay? People do this all the time. I guarantee you do this. You'll want to say something, you have an opinion, you want to say it, or you want to do something, and you don't. You keep it in, and you have an internal battle with yourself, and you decide, I'm not going to say that thing because it's bad, or society, or it's going to offend someone, blah, 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 blah. I'll just keep it in. And you know what you're doing that night, laying on your pillow? You're thinking about that thing. Oh, fuck, I should have said it. Fuck, I should have done that. Fuck, I should have done that. Why did I not do that? You're having an internal battle. You need to flip that shit real quick. Go from having an internal battle to having external battles. Now, I am probably the main provocator when it comes to this fucking shit. I say shit on camera that gets me god-awful amounts of hate, okay? Like, if you're gay, you don't like me, that's fine. But I would rather explicit my opinions than go to sleep at night and say, oh yeah, actually, using an umbrella isn't gay, or drinking from a straw isn't gay. I will happily say on camera, if you go to Wagamama's and you order a katsu curry, you're fucking bent, okay? I would rather say that and deal with the external repercussions and have the external battle from someone than go to sleep and say, yeah, no, katsu curries are straight. Yeah, you can definitely vape all day and be a straight man. No, you're fucking gay. I'm not prepared to sit here and say that you can do that, because then I'd be having an internal battle, and every single one of you is having perpetual, never-ending internal battles. You want to say something, you're thinking it, and instead of saying what you really think and doing what you really want, you don't. And you have an internal battle with yourself, and you're fighting over what you want to do, and you can't decide, and it's fucking annoying, and it's in your head. Don't do that. Be unapologetic and have an external battle, Okay, 99% of people, yourself included, are having internal battles. That girl at the bar, oh, should I go and talk to her? I don't know, she might reject me. Oh, what if she says I'm weird? I don't know, oh, just forget it, never mind. External battle, go up to her, say hi, you're fit, you're coming with me. No, I don't like you. Okay, no worries, bye. You've dealt with it externally. Boom, it's over now. Or you can deal with it internally and think what would happen. You go to sleep that night thinking, man, if I went up to her, she might have liked me, and if she liked me, I could have fucked her. Never mind. What do they say? You hesitate, you masturbate, and it's fucking true. But if you just dealt with it externally, got up to her and dealt with the fucking rejection, you're good, okay? So, principle 3, be unapologetic. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, okay? When my parents heard that I was going all in on copywriting and I was not going to get a fucking job, do you know what they said? They said, this is bollocks. You aren't going to be able to do that. You're going to fail. And that was hard to hear. You know, coming from your parents, people that literally love and adore you and have raised you your whole life, and they come and say, yo, don't do this, it's not gonna work. Sitting at the dinner table, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, like I'm really, you know, like I wanna do this, I wanna make loads of money, and they go, nah, that's bollocks. Like, you can't do that. Just don't even try. Instead of me going, okay, yeah, you're probably right, and then that night fucking fighting with my pillow saying, I should have fucking said something, I said, no, mum, dad, I am gonna do this. And every dinner time, I'd say the same thing and go over the same argument with them again and again and again and again and again. But at least I was dealing with it externally. It wasn't rotting my brain when I was fucking thinking about something, okay? When I was trying to go to sleep, it wasn't playing in my mind, okay? I tell you, man, I come up with an example off the top of my head. I remember, I think it was like March, I'd barely started, and I was sitting at the dinner table. My mum was here, my grandpa was here, I was sitting here, we were having dinner. And she was like, how's that copywriting thing going? And I said, well, you know, I'm getting there. I've got a couple of sales calls coming up. And she said, yeah, but is it really going to work? And my grandpa doesn't say anything. My dad doesn't say anything. He doesn't really give a fuck. He's like, yeah, cool, whatever. But my mum was like, no, it's not going to work. And I was like, it is going to work. And she said, how do you know it's going to work? And I said, because I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And I kind of went on a tangent. And I was like, after this, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to make this money. And then I'm going to buy a Ferrari. And then I'm going to drive around to Rory's house, my cousin. I'm going to pick him up. We're going to go to the Arsenal game. We're going to book out a suite. We're going to watch fucking Arsenal because he's an Arsenal supporter. It's going to be sick. I'm going to pick him up from sixth form. I'm going to be a millionaire. He's going to be rich. I'm going to pull up to the house in a fucking Ferrari. You're going to see me. Everything's going to be good. And after I said that, she sat there and she just went, yes, Tom, we can all dream. And that's kind of gut-wrenching, you know? Like, it's annoying. But, you know, at the end of the day, I would have rather dealt with it externally and tried to prove her wrong, which obviously I fucking did, than sit there and eat the shit sandwich and say, you know what, Mum? Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, and then go to sleep that night and want to fucking blow my brains out, okay? So deal with things externally. Don't fucking bend the knee. Be unapologetic. Otherwise, you're a pussy, okay? Now, principle 4. The fourth principle, super important. Be unwavering in reaction. Now, the perfect example of this happened 3 days ago because I recorded a YouTube video, and on that video, my TikTok got taken down. Now, you can see in real time how I dealt with that, okay? Now, the way this works is as follows. Harsh reality of the truth, ladies and gentlemen, is that shit's gonna go wrong in your life. At some point, something bad is gonna happen. And what most people do when something bad happens, because I get DMs about this, oh, something happened, blah, 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 blah. Something bad's gonna happen. And what most people do, it's fine, I did it, you probably fucking do it. What most people do is they complain and whine and use the opportunity to feel sorry for themselves and just sort of fucking decay for like 2 weeks. Like something bad happens and that's their excuse to become a fucking failure or something. And you need to not do that, okay? When something bad happens in your life, this is principle number 4, super important if you want to change your life in a year. Please listen to this. As soon as something bad happens in your life, which is gonna happen, could happen today, happened to me 3 days ago, not ideal, okay? When something bad happens, you need to be unwavering in reaction. And by that I mean, you need to sit there, understand what's happened, and within, I think it took me 13 seconds, find a solution and get the fuck on with it, okay? Don't sit there and just globble, okay? Just fucking sink into your seat and do nothing, because most of you do. And that's why you don't get anywhere. Bad things are gonna happen all year. Bad things happened to me last year. Yeah, sure, I had an amazing fucking year and I changed my whole life. Bad things still happened. Okay, I had a family member die. I went through about 6 breakups. I know the math doesn't add up. Use your brain. Shit happens, man. But instead of just sitting there and thinking, fuck, man, this is awful, what do I do? And just wallowing in your own self-pity, I was like, fuck this. Okay, that's not ideal. Okay, there's 11 seconds of self-pitying. Bang, solution. Fix it. Get the fuck on with it. No one's coming to save you. And so principle number 4 is super important because it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay? You're sitting there, something bad happens. Think, okay, something bad's happened. What's principle 4? What did fucking Tom tell me? Okay, I'm not going to bitch. Don't tell people. Okay, don't sit there and just fucking wallop on fucking Facebook or whatever. Think, no, okay, something's gone wrong. Fuck, okay, solution. Find the solution and then take action. Okay? Or, like I did 3 days ago, don't even fucking worry about it, okay? Literally, I got a message, bang, TikTok gone. Bye-bye, 68,000 followers that took me 9 months to fucking obtain. Bye, gone. Take action, bang, YouTube video, cool. More revenue, bang. You're pushing, taking action, okay? You can't self-wallow, you can't self-pity, okay? Super important, super important. Most people fuck that up completely. Something bad will happen to them and they'll say, yes, now I have an excuse to be a fucking idiot and get nothing done. And I'm telling you, if you do that shit, no wonder you get nothing done your entire life. See those 40-year-old men which hate their life. It's because something bad happened to them. And instead of taking action and actually fixing the fucking problem, they just sat there and did fuck all. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you are gonna be the same. Okay? So, to recap, principle number 1, if you believe you have an insane ego and you genuinely think you breathe cleaner oxygen and exhale crisper CO2, you are going to have a sense of self-aura which allows you to complete things faster than everyone else because you'll be proud. And if you're proud, you'll work harder on shit. And if you work harder on shit, you'll do it quicker. Principle number 2, if you're gonna believe you have a good ego, you're gonna have to speak it into existence. And by that I mean, literally, every day, say out loud, I am amazing. I'm awesome. I can do anything. I am better than other people. Is it true? Who gives a fuck? After a year of doing it, you were going to believe you can fucking walk on water. I'm telling you, man, I'm fucking 5 floors up. I'm looking at the balcony thinking, yeah, I could probably survive that. Just like absolute, complete bollocks, right? But you get to that level and you genuinely think, I can do anything, okay? You follow principle 2, and you speak things into existence, which forces you to believe that you are the person you say you are, which allows you to create your reality. Number 3, be completely unapologetic. Anything you think and anything you want to do, approach it absolutely without bitching out. If you say, tonight, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna start copywriting. I don't give a fuck. My parents said it won't work, fuck them. I'd rather argue with them all day and get it done than just succumb to their whims and just go to sleep at night battling my own demons internally. Fuck that. Be unapologetic in what you want to do. Just say it. Yeah, I'm gonna get in amazing shape and I'm gonna fuck 10 Slovenian girls, and I'm gonna have a Ferrari, and I'm gonna do this and do that, and fuck all of you, you can have some shit job, I don't give a shit, I'm doing this. And watch them propel their fucking bullshit onto you. But that's okay, because at least you're dealing with it externally. Yep, fuck off, you're a cunt, yep, you're fat, you're shit, you're broke, you ain't no friends, yeah, you got blue hair, you're depressed, bang, you got a fucking barcode on your wrist, cool, don't care. Deal with it all externally, okay? It's better than dealing with internally. I don't deal with anything internally. I will speak my fucking mind. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't believe something, okay? I'll say it to the fucking camera for thousands of people to say, and I'll deal with each hate comment one at a time, okay? I'll take a shot for each one I see. Don't give a fuck, okay? And principle 4, you are unwavering in reaction, okay? Something bad happens and you don't give a fuck. Maybe for 10 seconds you think about it and then you make a solution and you take fucking action. You take action on the thing and you get on with life. It's gonna happen. Something bad is gonna happen. But I'm telling you, if you implement all of these principles, these are what have allowed me to change my life in the year. I had none of these a year ago and I had to develop them internally, one at a time, through hardship. And I'm telling you now, implement each one. Develop a massive ego, a fucking huge one. Just say shit. Say it out loud. Say you're amazing, okay? Deal with everything unapologetically. Say to everyone what you genuinely think and what you genuinely believe and what you are genuinely gonna do. And when bad shit happens, which it's gonna happen, be unwavering. Deal with it immediately. Don't wallow. Get the fuck on with it, okay? Now, those are the 4 principles. Okay, so you go over this video more than once and fucking listen to it and genuinely write them down, stick it on your wall, make it your wallpaper. I don't care. Make these fucking iron will in your head, okay? Now, once you've got the principles down, it's onto the actual tangible steps. So, you've got the perfect mindset now. You can literally do anything, okay? You've got this mad ego, you're unapologetic, you say what you mean, you don't give a fuck, you're unapologetic, etc., 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 okay? Here's what you should actually do. Now, the way I was able to make money was through learning a skill, copywriting. Now, I got extremely fucking good at that. You need to pick a skill. It doesn't have to be copywriting. If it is going to be copywriting, I suggest you fucking subscribe because I will teach you how to be a good copywriter. But pick a skill. Once you pick that skill, master it. Okay, there's a term, I can't remember who said it. Some dude. It's the title of a book. He said, become so good people can't ignore you. And by that what he means is you need to become so unbelievable at this thing that literally you cannot be ignored by the industry. And it's true. Okay, and that's kind of how I forced my way into things. And I was able to do that via deliberate practice. Now, I've made a video on this. Go watch it. It's good. And that's going to allow you to become amazing at anything and as quick as time as possible, okay? Now, pick a skill. You don't need to start a business. It could be sales, copywriting, fucking web design, make a YouTube channel, make good content, anything, okay? Pick a skill, master it using deliberate practice, and if you master it, and you're actually good at it, money will flow. Okay, I'm not going to go into the minutiae or the details, but I'm telling you now, if you master something and you're good at it, by will or by way, you'll be able to make a lot of money doing it, okay? If I'm the best table builder, I guarantee I'll become a millionaire. I'll become the best builder at tables in the world. I will build the best tables in the world. I will master the skill of building tables. You're really going to tell me you're going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, but building tables doesn't make that much money. My dad's a carpenter and he doesn't make... Your dad's shit at building tables, okay? You have to say to yourself, I'm going to be the best at building tables. And once you're the best, you will make the most money. Because, I don't know, the fucking Duke and Duchess and Queen and King of Sweden will come along and say, hey, we've got this new palace and we want the best table in the world. We hear you're the best. Can you build us a fucking table? Yeah, that'll be 3 million euros. Thank you, Your Highness. Be the best, okay? Pick something and become the fucking best. I did copywriting, worked out pretty well, okay? Secondly, people fuck this up so much. Wait for the snowball effect. Now, the snowball effect is pretty self-explanatory. If you're some fucking camel jockey and you don't know what snow is, let me explain it quickly. If you make a snowball, eventually, as you roll the snowball more and more and more, it gains mass. And because it gains mass, it compresses the snow more, which means more snow gets stuck to the snowball and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But it gets bigger quicker too, right? So it starts small, you get no progress, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as time progresses, okay? So time's on your side. You need to wait for that effect to happen in life, and it does happen. It absolutely happens, but the key is most people quit. You will quit before you see the snowball effect take place. Look at the screen, okay? Editor, put the fucking screen on, okay? Cheers, error. This graph is responsible for every piece of success I've seen in the last year, okay? It's the plateau of latent potential, okay? Actually, coincidentally, it's in this book. I don't read books. 14 months ago, I read this fucking book, okay? And this graph is in this book, okay? Now, what it's basically saying is that progress isn't linear, okay? So if we take a year, for example, you are not going to see the same amount of progress in month 1 as you do in month 12, okay? This is how it works. Progress is not from this corner to that corner. That's not how it works. Progress goes like this. There's absolutely fuck all for a long time. And then out of nowhere, it all happens at once. It's nothing and then everything at once. But the thing is, most people, yourself included, I guarantee 95% of you that watch this are going to feel really good because I've given you all this information. 95% of you are going to quit before you get to that propulsive amount of success. Okay? You're going to quit because you're going to be in this area for so long and think, fuck, I'm doing all this, I'm spending all this time, I'm getting nowhere, no progress, no money, no accolades, nothing to show people, no achievements, this is bollocks, what's going on? And you're going to quit. But the motherfucker that just goes through that period, eventually, trust me, you're gonna hit this period and all of a sudden, all the success is gonna come all at the same time, okay? I've made more money in the last 2 months than I made in the previous 10. That's how it works, okay? Wait for the snowball effect. Whatever you're doing, if you want to change your life in the span of a year, wait for the snowball effect because progress comes exponentially as you get momentum, okay? It doesn't come all at once. So it does come all at once. It doesn't come in the beginning. It takes a while. And then it comes all at once, okay? But most people quit. So get fucking patient. Get ready for the snowball effect, okay? I'm telling you, this shit's fucking powerful. And you can extrapolate this to anything, okay? In the gym, you just, you get all the results basically at the start. You get newbie gains, then you sort of taper off. That's a reverse fucking snowball effect, okay? Make money. You make none for 6 months, and then bang, all the knowledge you've accumulated gets used in one fucking month, and you make all the money at the same time, okay? I'm telling you, it's fucking key, okay? Snowball effect. Wait for it. Whatever you're doing, you're trying to do something right now and you're not seeing success. I get it. It's fucking frustrating. But if you quit, you are going to see the snowball effect and you're going to be a fucking idiot because one day you're going to look back and think, fuck, if I only kept going for an extra month or a couple of weeks, I'd have hit the snowball effect and my entire fucking life would have changed. Don't quit, okay? This YouTube game, bruv, this is an exclusive. I haven't even said this. I started making YouTube videos in 2021 and they bombed. I got nowhere. Literally like fucking 15 views, max. I swear, a disabled girl on OnlyFans was getting more views than me. Like, I was getting nothing, okay? And I gave up, okay? I gave up for like a year and a half. And then I started the YouTube channel again. Lo and behold, because I'm obviously better at speaking and everything, my channel's kind of doing all right now. But if you quit, you aren't going to hit the snowball effect. And the snowball effect is absolutely and monumentally the absolute largest contributor to success, okay? So don't skip it. Then, once you've hit the snowball effect and you're making some money, you're learning the skill and becoming a master at it, you need to expand your network. Now, the reason for this is because driven people like driven people. My network has expanded exponentially in the last few months. I know 4 millionaires that I see regularly. So I have a phone, obviously, and 4 of the people in there are multimillionaires, which is 4 more than I had a year ago. And the reason for that is because driven people like driven people. They can see that I'm on the up and they want to speak to me. And the reason you want a big network and the reason you want to have people in your network is so that you can bounce ideas off one another. And I know they say network is net worth, but no one really understands what that means. Oh yeah, network's net worth. What does that mean? You just heard it from someone. You don't know what the fuck it means. I'll tell you what it means. Network means net worth is the fact that you can have a conversation with a load of people that make loads of money. They're not necessarily going to buy you shit. That's not how you become wealthy. Oh, he just gave me loads of money. That's not it. It's that they will have information about the world that they will give to you for free. They may charge someone $5,000 for that information, but because you're in their network, they'll just nonchalantly say it over a fucking scallop at a 5-star restaurant. Bang, take that. Oh, brilliant. Use that in my business. Boom, make an extra fucking $10,000. Network is net worth, okay? That's what it is. Now, to expand your network, there are two main ways I recommend doing this. The first one, without question, is go to networking events, okay? I'm going to speak about this more in a future video. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best video I ever fucking make, so subscribe. It genuinely might change your fucking life. Networking events are insane, okay? If you live in a city, a big one, you will have networking events, especially through summer. Just Google networking events near me, or networking events in London, or networking events in Los Angeles, or networking events in, probably not Israel. It's probably not a good place to go for a networking event, but whatever your city is, go to a networking event because it's just full of people that are literally just there to meet other successful people. And if you have one of the skills, which I just told you about, you fucking idiot, then you will be able to pitch these people your skill. You go to a networking event. I build tables, right? I'm not a copywriter, I'm the table builder guy, right? I go to a networking event. Basically, everyone there runs businesses, everyone makes loads of money. What do you do? Oh, I build tables. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, have a good day. What do you do? I build tables. Oh, okay, nice. Have a good day. I build tables. What do you do? I build tables. I build tables. One of those people, just maybe, might say, what do you do? I say, oh, I build tables. You say, really? Yeah. Oh, can you show me some of your work? Yeah, I built this and this, and I built the Queen and Kings of Sweden, their table. Yeah, I did that last month. Yeah. Wow, you're really good at building tables. Yeah, I'm the table guy. I fucking just stroke wood. That's my job, you know? And they go, wow, well, yeah, we're having our house redone. Would you be able to build our table? Yeah, I could absolutely do that. Where do you live? Here's my number, here's my contact. Brilliant. Would you be free in the next month or two? Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Let me clear my schedule for you. A skill for you. Schedule's free already. Let me clear my schedule for you. Yeah, and we can build that table. Boom. Build his table. Fuck knows how much money you make. But not only that, because you've given him a service, he'll introduce you to his other rich friends, and you can build tables for them. Before you know it, you've got a fucking table empire. So learn a skill, get fucking good at it, and then go to these networking events, and that's how you meet people. You don't have to meet people by being someone. I got invited to a networking event. It's in June. And I'm only going there because I'm me, right? That's what it is, right? But some people are going there just to meet people like me. Okay? And they might have skills I want to use. Maybe you're an incredible video editor. Okay, I don't need video editing, so I don't need autistic. I can just speak, right? But maybe you're an incredible video editor. Maybe, I don't know, you're a sales rep, and you're the best sales rep. Maybe you build fucking tables, and I'm moving to my next house. I'm going to say, you know what? I want the most mahogany wooded table in the world. Can you build tables? Yeah, brilliant. Here's my number. Paying fucking 50 grand for a table. Okay? So learn a skill, master it. Go to a networking event and pitch people, because if you have skill, they will want you. And if you do a good skill, they'll tell their friends about you, and boom, you'll make loads of fucking money and have loads of connections, okay? Secondly, social media. Clout specifically. So I'm getting to that stage now. I'm not famous, but I'm getting to that stage now where people will just like want to be around me because, not anymore. TikTok's gone, whatever. YouTube will get 100K, it's fine. But TikTok gone. But before my TikTok got banned, I was getting like invites to shit, like, oh, come to Soho House and all this bollocks. It's only because I had social media clout, right? I've met a lot of famous people, and I mean really famous, like you would recognize them. And it's only because I have like some clout, right? Whatever the fuck that means, it's just such a gay term, but I had clout, and so people wanted to meet me. So if you're able to, you know what, I'm gonna keep going with the table analogy because it's so good. You're a table guy, you make loads of tables. Start making content about tables. Start giving tips and tricks, how to make a better table, how to start building tables, what wood to use, what wood to not use, how to tarnish it, how to make sure it goes long, how to make sure you cut the edges right, how to fix everything together. Make loads of table content, build a following. You can also then sell that information, but you'll build a following, and then people will want to speak to you because you have clout, okay? I might make a video on how to grow on social media, maybe, I'll think about it. But I'm telling you, having clout is extremely fucking useful, okay? That's why I got invited to this thing. Oh, hi, we saw that you're a copywriter and you've got fucking followers and you come to our networking event. What am I going to do? I'm going to go there, sit on a fucking stage and just make loads of gay jokes. I'll see some dude sat with his fucking legs crossed and be like, well, you're Ben. Like, what else am I going to do, okay? But they wanted me to come anyway because I have clout, right? Basic outreach. Now that is basically just like hitting people up. So go on DM, say, hi, my name's Table Guy, I build tables. Do you want a table? Like, you can just do that, but like, the first two are the best. Okay, so learn a skill, go to a networking event, learn a skill. Again, learning a skill is so fucking valuable. Learn a fucking skill. What are you good at? Nothing. Learn a fucking skill. You don't need to wank all day. You cannot wank all day. You can literally take your hand off your penis and do something else, okay? Learn a fucking skill. Okay, it's important. Oh yeah, there's my Instagram. So if you want to network with someone, I make decent money. I might need you one day. Pitch me. I don't give a fuck. That's my Instagram, okay? Next way to change your entire life in a year. So, you've got the 4 principles. You are absolutely fucking iron-minded. You have the mind of a winner, okay? You've got the 4 principles nailed. You've learned a skill. You've mastered it. You've increased your network via either being a person with clout or having a skill, okay? Now you need to change your environment. And the reason for that is because you are only going to make as much progress as your environment allows you. So, if you're living in a village right now, say some shit village in, I don't know, UK or something, and you start making 10 grand a month, you're going to feel like the richest person in the world. And the reason for that is because I guarantee you're probably the only person in your village making that much money. And what that does is it confines you to the possibilities of your own potential. You'll sit there in your cottage, in your village, with your parents, making 10 grand a month online and think, I am as rich as it gets. And that's a bad thing, because you aren't going to realize how much money you could make. Okay, it's like if you go to a gym, right? I did this recently. I have a building, I live in a building, my building has a gym, right? It's all right, it's not bad, it's on the 15th floor, I overlook the entire city, it's nice, but it's a small gym, not many people go there, so whenever I go there, I'm usually the best in shape. 2 months ago, I joined a new gym. It's like 250 quid a month, okay? Third Space, any of you that live in London, you'll know it. I joined Third Space. Within a day, bro, within a day, I was like, fuck, I need to get my shit, I need to fucking grow. Like, everyone around me is just big as fuck, right? Hotter girls, more jack dudes. Like, the environment was just like completely different. It's just made me step the fuck up, okay? So the environment you're in is going to dictate how hard you work and how far you push and the progress you make. So you're living in a village, you make tables or you're learning a skill. Your network's good. You're going to plateau if you don't move to a fucking big city. And it has to be a big city. I know it's scary. It's just life, okay? Don't be a bitch. Okay, by this point, you should have had the principles in your mind and you think, I can go to fucking any city in the world and I guarantee I'll be a fucking absolute monument when I turn up to that city, okay? That's what you gotta say, okay? Turn up to a city. And the reason for that is because if you live in London, I'm telling you now, there isn't a day that goes by I don't see at least one Ferrari. At least, okay? I'll be through West London, bang, Rari, bang, Lambo, bang, Rolls, bang, Lambo, bang, McLaren, bang. Here's me thinking I make loads of money. That dude is making more money a fucking day than I make a year, okay? It's gonna force you. I say this to my business partner, Max, all the time. It's like, wow, we're doing good this month. And he's like, no, we're not. The dude downstairs has a fucking Vantage and it costs more than we have in our bank accounts. Because he spec'd it. Like, you're gonna be put in an environment where you are forced to push yourself further. And you're only going to be able to do that by living in a big city, because big city is where all of the money is and all of the competition is. And if you want to be as competitive as possible, you need to go to where all the competition is. Go to the bigger gym. There's going to be bigger guys there. Go to the more expensive bars. There's going to be hotter girls there. You have to fucking step your game up. They aren't going to speak to you just by wavering some shit in their ear. Oh, hi, you're fit. Maybe some fucking troll might fuck you. But I'm telling you now, you go to Cirque du Soir, you go to the fucking most expensive club in London, you try and pull that shit, you ain't spending at least £1,000 at a table, you ain't getting hurt, bro. No one gives a fuck, okay? You gotta step your shit up, all right? You go around, you're walking, you're making all this money, Lambo drives past, you ain't shit, okay? You need to go to a big city because it's gonna push you to make more money. You're gonna feel insecure all the time, okay? I'm telling you, I know this seems like fucking wacko shit, but this is how I've changed my whole life in a year, bro. Bro, at 21, I didn't even know what online money was. At 22, I was broke. And at 23, I'm halfway to becoming a millionaire. Okay, 43 grand a month, that's 500 grand a year. 86 grand a month, that's $1 million a year. I made 50 grand last month, okay? At 23. And the reason I was able to do that is because of the things I'm telling you. And moving to a big city was one of them. Now, I didn't have a choice. My parents did kick me out. But it was one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. I met my business partner, Max, millionaire. Whoa, money. Like, just be around the money. Just get near it. If you're just walking around like coffee shops and the coffee's fucking £8, you're like, how the fuck is this even £8 for water and fucking shit looking fucking dirt in a cup? How's that £8? And you realize, fuck, I need to make more money. Like, lifestyle inflation is going to fuck you when you come to a big city, but it's not going to happen unless you come to a big city. You go to your village and everything's cheap and everyone's poor and everyone's just having fun doing their shit life and no one's in shape, and you're not going to be able to have an amazing life or do amazing things, especially in the span of a year, if you don't come to a very, very competitive place. Change your fucking environment, okay? Next. Never be satisfied. This links into the last one, but you can never ever be satisfied. I see this happen on a daily fucking basis. Someone will send me a message and they'll say, oh, I signed a client. Whoa, 2 grand. I'm so gassed. Okay, good. You signed a client. Brilliant. I'm over the moon for you. You have 4 seconds to celebrate that win. After that, get the fuck on with it, okay? What was principle number 4? Get the fuck on, okay? Don't worry about it. That's in the past now, right? Never be satisfied. Okay, so if someone comes up to you and they say, oh, I made 10 grand a month, woo. It's not woo, okay? Cool, you made 10 grand. Never be satisfied. Never be satisfied. When I made 10 grand, I made my first 10 grand in October. Or was it middle of October? Yeah, just before November. Middle of October. I made 10 grand. And I thought, yes, let's go. And you know what I did about 15 seconds after? I thought, fuck. And the reason I thought fuck was, one, because I was hanging around Max, who's a millionaire, he makes 8 times more than me. But 2, because I was living in London. And everyone's making 10 grand a month, okay? So it wasn't that important. So never be satisfied. Because if you get satisfied, you're not progressing. And if you're not progressing, you're stalling. And the thing about stalling is you may have stopped, but the world is still moving. And time is still moving. Yeah, sure. You may be at a stable 10 grand a month, but there are people below you that are going to progress past you because time is on their side. When I made 10 grand, I was like, brilliant. Now I make 50. At 50, I'm like, fuck, like I can live a pretty good life now. But I can't say that to myself. I need to think, no, I need to make 100. You can never be satisfied. It's never enough. You need to constantly be thinking, how can I make more? How can I make more than last month? How can I squeeze more out of this week? Oh, fuck, I have 3 hours left in the day. How can I make an extra bit of money today? It can never be enough. It can never satisfy you. You need to constantly be pushing. That's in anything, bro. I was a professional golfer. If I shot level par, I was like, fuck, should have shot 1 under, shoot 1 under, shit, should have shot 2 under, should have shot 3, 4, 5, 6. You shoot 7 under, everyone around you's gassed. Holy shit, man, you shot fucking 63. That's golf terms. 7 under, how the fuck did you do that? And you're like, yeah, but it could have been 8 or 9. Like, you just can't be satisfied. And that hunger, combined with the fact you're in a city surrounded by people which are killing it and the competition is insane, is going to allow you to fucking progress at a rate so commensurate that people won't even recognize you in a year from now. I have to reintroduce myself to some of my friends. Holy fuck, man. How you been? Wow, what you got going on? Yeah, so I've got this and this and this and this and this. I'm in amazing shape. I'm doing this. And I'm not friends with any other people we used to be friends with, but yeah, how are you? And they're like, fuck, I don't even recognize you. Duh. You're still in the same village. You work in the same job. You weigh even more. You eat even worse food. You have even worse friends. Your girlfriend is even fatter. Like no fucking wonder. Some people are so perpetually average. And I'm telling you, if you want to change your life in a year, you have to avoid that like the plague. Okay? Never be satisfied. Ever. It's never enough. It's never enough. Okay, if you make $1 million a day, you could make 2. Okay? Someone's making 2. It ain't fucking you. Bro, some fucking whore on OnlyFans is probably making more than you. That should piss you off. Get your fucking shit together. Right, and that's it. To recap, you need to adopt the 4 principles of the mindset. Number 1, develop an unsatiable ego. Number 2, what was number 2? Fuck, have I already forgotten them? Let me go back. Principle number 2, speak things into existence. That's it. You need to say things all the time. Number 3, be completely unapologetic. Have external battles, not internal battles. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do. Number 4, be unwavering in action. And by unwavering, I mean, literally, if something goes bad, because it's going to go bad, get the fuck over it, get on with life, okay? Learn a skill, become a master at it. Once you become a master at it, start going to networking events, okay? In the meantime, wait for the snowball effect, okay? Because that's when all the success is going to come. It's going to come all at once, okay? Go to networking events. With your skill, pitch people. If not, gain some clout. Teach people how to do your thing. Expand your network, and then change your environment. Move cities, go to a bigger city, increase your competition, okay? And then never, ever, ever be satisfied. I don't care what the fuck you do, okay? And if you do all those things in that order, and you're not a dickhead, because 95% of you are just gonna listen to this and do nothing, but 5% of you will. And I guarantee fucking to you, you're gonna come back to this video in a year and you think, holy fucking shit, my life is completely changed. And you know what? To give you some actual example of what this looks like, I work basically all day, every day. Okay, now that's changed in the last 2 weeks because I'm at a point now where I don't really need to, so I'm looking for things to do. But for the first 11, 12, 13 months, all I did, it was never a day off. You know, that's what it's got to be. You know, you got to try and progress every single day. I didn't watch bullshit. I didn't watch Netflix. I didn't eat junk. I didn't go to the cinema. I didn't do any of that. If I had free time and I wasn't trying to make more money or get in better shape or fuck hotter girls, I literally didn't do anything. So that's the realm you need to look your life through. I'm not saying you need to live a life like me and try and accomplish the things I've accomplished, but if you're not doing something every second of the day that's pushing you further towards your goals, you're wasting your fucking time. Okay, and that's how you completely change your life in the span of a year. Okay? Get after it.